is 10 days to Ghana's 8th election under the Fourth Republic, and both politicians and electorates are gearing up for December 7. But that doesn't mean that the world of business is on break. This is BizTech on Ghana Web TV, and we bring you some exciting business news headlines as well as an interesting interview which you wouldn't want to miss. My name is Na Oyukote. Stay with us. Welcome back. Did you know there are professional glass blowers in Ghana? Well, my colleague Desmond Frimpong found one of them, Michael Tete, and had an intriguing experience at his workshop. Let's find out what goes into the transformation of raw glass into some exceptionally amazing flower vases.
Turning waste materials into beautiful products is an art on its own. Today, we travel to Krobodumasi in the eastern region of Ghana, where an artist is setting the trend in the fine art of glass blowing. But what is glass blowing anyway? Come with me as we talk to Michael Tete, a pioneer in the business. You are such a busy person. I can remember the number of times that we had to reschedule this interview because you were too busy. But finally, I have you. How have you been?
Fine, sir. Yes. We are on it small.
How's business going?
Business is going well. Glass blowing is good for me.
Perfect. So, the first time I heard of you I was on the internet. I don't remember how I came across you, but then there was something about glass blowing that popped up, and I got curious. I was like, do I pick a glass and then blow air into it? And that's glass blowing or what? Tell us more about it.
That's amazing. Glass blowing is a very fantastic job, and it's like a magic, but it's also a skill. You need to learn it. You need to acquire some certain knowledge about it. When I entered into the glass blowing technology, I'm a professional glass bead maker. I make beads in city bead industry, and then I have a scholarship to go to Netherlands and learn glass blowing.
If I get you right, you were into making of beads making. So did you mistakenly fall into the art of glass blowing or what? Was it by mistake?
No, it's not a mistake. When I went into bead making, then I know I have to go further. I was there, and then at 2002, one of my boss wrote a proposal to the Dutch government that there is a man that is in Holland. He is in Netherlands Glass Blowing Museum. So he's a famous man.
So that's how it started for you?
Yes, that's how it started. So this is starting how I'm starting. So he wrote the application, the proposal, and finally the man came. We were trained about 3 or 4 months, 5 months, and then the Dutch government gave us a scholarship that we should come and do the finishing in Netherlands. So quickly we prepared everything and we blew there for only 2 weeks. So when we came down at 2003. So when we came, there's nothing like we can blow glass. You see, we don't have the equipment yet. We are using our local furnace for making beads. So I wrote a proposal to the Dutch government that I am the best man that...
Mr. Tete, not to cut you short, are you able to even tell us some of the products that you make?
Yeah. In glass blowing, I start only with vases. My first point is start with vases. So the vases that I got an idea of making a paperweight, making an object, making a drinking glass, making a porridge bowl, making a lot of things in it.
So basically, glass blowing is the art of making glasses. So all the product we see on the market that's made of glasses, you make them. Basically, that's it.
Yes. And in Ghana, there are a lot of import glasses in Ghana. When you go to aseptic shops, you can see my things. You can see my things are different from the Chinese, the Europeans, the the East Africans, the US is different.
What are the raw materials that you even use? Do you make glass out of glass or
I made glass out of waste.
glass?
Yes, waste. So we are doing recycle. So anything that is waste of glass, like Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola bottle, Coke bottle,
So the glass.
the glasses, liver glasses, the scarlet screen glasses. I even use television screens. They are good, yes. So we are doing recycle.
How's the reception? Are there a lot of people who like what you do? You know, because there's also competition from other places that we import our products from.
Yes. They do import things from China and also from Europe, especially China. But once I came to the system, that was 6 years ago, up to now, a lot of Ghanaians are appreciating my work a lot.
Let's say I want a product. Give me a rough idea of how much I would have to pay for a specific product.
Yes.
Give me examples.
Like the vase that we just did, I'm selling it. If you buy only one have a specific price for 200 cedis. Yeah, 200 cedis. It also depends on a ship and also the sizes. Yeah.
So then the smaller ones roughly.
The paperweight is 50 cedi. Yes, and the drinking glass is 20 cedi, 25. Yes, if I can make the combination of colors is 30 cedi. Yes, and the vases, small vases are 80 cedi, 120, 100 cedis, 150, 180, 200, 300, 400, 500. Yes, if the vase is big, I can go to 1,000, and even 2,000, and even beyond. The pricing depends on the bigger of the shape, the bigger of the vase, or like drinking glasses, like a paperweight or vase or chandelier.
Oh, you make chandeliers?
Yeah, chandelier. That is shape. Just it depends on how the design is and also time.
Most of the time when people are starting businesses, they need a certain kind of money to start with. Yeah. Sometimes they borrow from friends, they take bank loans, etc., etc. Yeah. What worked for you?
When I started this business, I went to farming. I do okra farming, and then pepper farming, tomatoes farming. I do up to 2 years to start this business. I didn't borrow any money from bank, any money from like institution. No, I work hard for me to get equipment. I spend a lot of hard working on my farm to get some money to invest into the business.
It's exciting listening to these stories and it's very encouraging. But enough of the talking. We would want to see action on the ground, shall we?
Yeah,
let's
course.
go. Mr. Tete, these are the raw materials we can see here. Walk us through the process.
Yes, these are the raw materials, liver glasses and discarded broken bottles also. So this one is very good for pounding of the material. We use it to make the dialing, the colors and everything. So this lady will be cleaning it, and then after cleaning it, we smash it into this metal with a pistol, and then we pound it. After pounding it, we get a nice powder. But then we have to sieve it with mesh to get a nice powder. And after the powder, then we use our dye. We call it ceramic dye. Ceramic people also use as well. And then we make our variety of colors. So
I
going
guess
to
right from here you are going to demonstrate.
yes,
to us to
I'm
see
going to
how-
show you how we pound the bottle.
Great.
Yes. So you need to pound it like 20 to 50 minutes to get the powder, and then you pour, you sieve it to get the powder. So as it's getting to make powder, then you see that the powder is coming out. So I'll pour here, you sieve it. You see the powder? Very nice powder. So after pounding it, this is a nice powder that we get from it.
Get from it.
Yes.
Yeah. Can I feel it?
You can feel it.
Yeah, it feels very fine.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's if I want a product which is white or which
Yes.
is of the same color I'm seeing.
Yes.
But then if I want a different, let's say I want a red, black or
We'll
something.
we'll add ceramic color.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You have color.
So that's why I can see another black content down here.
Yes. So that
Is it black or
is
green?
from yes. This is white, but we just add black color
Okay.
to mix it, then it to become black.
Okay. Let me feel that one too. So it's literally the same thing, but just color different.
Exactly.
And you're doing this just to suit customers' preference.
Exactly.
Let's say the person says, I want black, I want gold.
Exactly.
Then you add it.
When we are pounding, we wear our goggles, we wear our face masks, so that we don't get infected.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's fine. Let's go to the next process then.
Okay.
Okay, how many products can the materials you are using, how many products can this very one that we are seeing, can they make?
We have a kilo,
Okay.
so we weigh it 100 kilo to fill the pot before we can be able to melt. And after melting it, we also use we can get about 25 pieces product
Per kilo.
per kilo. 100 kilo.
Oh yeah, okay, 100 kilo.
100 kilo, yes, that's what we weigh. So we have a kilo, we weigh it and then we fill the pot.
That's fine.
Yes.
So from here, where do we go again?
So from here, we'll send it the same material. So this raw material that has just broken, I have to fill the pot right now for you to see how we fill the pot. That is a natural grain. So I'm going to fill the pot, and it will take just 2 or 3 minutes to melt because the oven is very hot already.
How many degrees is it burning right now?
Right now it's 1,788 degrees Celsius. Yes.
Super hot.
Very hot. You see that we are sweating.
Yes.
Very hot.
I can't even survive. We are so sweaty.
But when you come here at the coronavirus,
You can't stand the heat.
you can't stand the heat. Yes.
All right, so let's just go and then melt our thing within 2 minutes, and we see what next.
So as I just fill the pot right now, because it's already heat, it will take 2 to 3 minutes to melt.
So right after 2 minutes, we are going to see the next stage,
The next stage,
and then we satisfy our curiosity. I really can't wait to see how this whole the product starts from.
So you see these machines. I didn't bought them from anywhere. I have developed them myself.
So you made all these machines
I make them myself. I have a welding machine.
So you are also an engineer.
I'm an engineer. Yes, I'm an engineer.
All right.
And we hit the pipe. We warm the pipe here. and then if it's not heated, and then you can gather the glass. Yes, so these are getting ready for us to hit. So this is the glory hole. So right now it's ready for us to gather the glass. So I'm going to gather us. We just fill the pot, and then you see that it is really met. Yes.
Wow. Nice. So Mr. Sister, this is from the glass that we put in there.
Exactly.
Then
Exactly. It has met, and I'm using the paper to control it, to shape it, and I'm going to blow a bubble. So first in glass blowing, you blow a bubble.
So it's air you blew into it.
Air.
So it becomes
A
larger.
bubble, yes. So as you are also blowing it, you need to get a timing. Other than that, you blow, and you blow off. Yes. So it's a timing. Yes. And not just that I'm pushing too much air. It's just a timing air. Yes. So small, and then it's going.
What about this one? What is it?
It's a graphic paper, a paper. So we wet it like 2-3 months for us to use. Yes,
So this is like 3 months old
yes,
newspaper.
yes. We use it to control the glass. Yes, and also at the same time shaping it. And this jack to jack it or hook it to create a mark. Yes. So right now, I wanted to gather a second glass. Yes. So we do first glass, first gathering, second and third and fourth. It depends on how big you want to do the vase. Yes. And then you will be increasing the gas at the same time blowing it.
So is it going to go back in the fire again?
Yes. I'm going to gather a glass.
Okay,
Yes.
another one.
Where we just fill the pot.
Right.
Yes. Another one. You see that this one is much bigger than the first one.
Yes, the first one.
So this is the graphic. You see that I'm shaping it. Yes, the newspaper. Wet newspaper. You see that I'm creating a mark
Yes.
here. And this is the place where I have to connect the other one and cut here off. Yes,
This place is going to go off.
off.
Okay.
Yes, so there must be a connection here. Attach it to the same pipe, another pipe. Yes, then I can separate it. I'm going to preheat it
You're going to
and then
preheat
preheat it and then make it longer.
Oh, nice. So we're going to go to the glory hole again.
Glory hole. Yes,
I'm learning fast.
yes, glory hole.
I can see the thing is becoming bigger.
Bigger and bigger, and I'm going to gather another third glass. Yes,
So the glory hole doesn't just make it longer, it also blows it to make it big.
yes. There's a scale that you do, and it will become big, or it will be wider. Yes, or it will be long. Yes. It is the heat that makes it bigger, and as I use my scale to turn the pipe, you see that I don't stop. If I stop right now,
Bit smaller.
no, it will fall. The glass, it will off the shape. Yes. So the glass blowing, you need to turn the pipe constant turning. Yes.
Heat, everything is heat.
Everything. 3 furnace heat.
Heat.
Heat. But this one is also 1,200, 300. 1,300. 1,300. Those ones, the annual is 500. Yes.
So that's the least.
The least. Yes.
We're burning over 1,900 degrees
Celsius.
Nice. That's why we can feel the impacts in here. Because
Yes.
it's actually coming out. So.
Yes.
Why are we doing this? Why are we moving it up and down?
I'm making it longer because it is too round. The shape that I want to do, I don't want it round. I want it longer. Yes. Back to the bench.
Blowing air.
Blow slow air to push it. So I will let it make a little harder for me to go and gather the third glass. If you don't make it harder enough and gather the glass, this one is very heavy, it will fall or it will drop inside.
So most of the time, how many coats do you go for?
4 or 5 coats. If we are from 1 to 5 coats.
So you can't just make it 1 coat.
1 coat? Yeah, we can do 1 coat. 1 coat just like a small like a bubble. Yes, if you want to blow a bubble, it's a small coat.
So the small, if it's just 1 coat, which products are you likely to make it? To turn it into?
Like a paperweight.
Oh, okay.
Paperweight.
But
Yes.
sometimes I see products that are made of glass and they are very tiny. So then it means that it's just 1 coat.
Just 1 coat.
1 coat
1
product.
coat. like this bulb.
1 coat.
It's 1 coat.
Right.
You see the old bulb. Right now we don't use it again. It's a 1 coat. 1 coat. Yes.
So the number of coats that you take depends on the products you want to make.
Exactly.
See, the heat alone is no joke. Right. Now you need some assistance.
Assistance to support me. I'm going to reheat it.
Glory hole again.
Very, very good. So here we come here many times.
Yeah.
Yes.
Caleb.
I'm coming to do a bottom.
Why would you have to make another button?
Yeah, because any bottom at all, you need to do a bottom for the vase to stand. It's a base.
I was thinking because you are flattening the base.
Yes.
To be enough.
To be enough to be
To stand.
stand. Down. So we are going to reheat it again.
They will
And
come
then,
back the same process.
yeah, now we are going to connect.
Okay.
So I'm going to gather another glass to connect the bottom.
That's
But we call it ponting. We call it ponting. Ponting means we gather a little bit of glass and a pipe and then connect the bottom of the vase before we can cut. Stop. Stop. Turn it. Turn the pipe.
I guess you're almost finished making a product, or
Yes.
there's still a lot of processes ahead of us.
We are about to finish it.
We're about to finish.
So it's in a finishing process.
Right. Besides, I realized you made an opening. You just made an opening to the product in the glory hole.
Okay.
So is that the mouth
Yes.
of the
vase? Yes.
Okay.
It's the mouth of the
So
vase.
if I have flowers and I want to put in the vase, that's the part I'm
That's
going
the
to put
yes.
my flowers.
Exactly.
Or even if it's like drinking glass, that's
the mouth.
mouth of
Yes.
it.
Yes.
So the metal in there is trying to also form shape, so you can
It's for the opening.
so your opening is wider.
Wider. So we have a lot of jacks. We call it them jack for opening the mouth.
What about the wood? What does it do? Is it preventing?
It's for the protecting.
Or is it
For the
protecting?
yeah, because of my hand. Yes. You see that if I push the metal in, my finger is very close to the vase, so the heat is coming. So you need to protect me so that I can get
So this one is blocking
heat.
right now.
Yes. By opening it, then it will become big.
So it is the design that you are making already.
Yes, it's the design. Somebody order.
Right.
So that's why we want to concentrate on the order for her to get the 9 pieces.
Am I shielding you right?
Pardon?
Am I shielding you right?
Yes. Bang. Oh, Ria. Yeah. So we are going to break it and then put it inside.
Okay, so we are done.
Yes.
And it's just going to go into the
Anela.
Anela. Okay, so Anela is also the cooler.
Cooling.
Cooling, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, David.
Yes, sir.
Are we cutting it off so it becomes just this one?
Left.
Are we cutting it from them?
Yes.
So you say so now we are cutting it. That's fine.
This day. So then we have to write the time
The time
that we just close. And then we have to start counting from that time.
That's fine. So what you were speaking earlier on, you were speaking about design.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, that part that you said you roll it over,
Yeah.
then we didn't get to do it.
Yeah, this one is a green. It's green, but I'll do one for you to see so that it will be in the this thing.
That's fine.
And you can see this small vase. We have yellow and we have green. So the powder that I just explained to you right now, these are the colors. You can see the colors. So this is the glass bottles that we just found as a powder. This is the red powder, and I wanted to coat it with the green. Yes, so the red will be at the down, and the grey will be at the top. Yes. So we have the final production. So our final production, I can just remove it from the oven and then you
Shall
see.
we?
Yes, this is the oven. This
I
is
can
the
touch it
filling.
because now it has cooled down.
Cool down.
Yeah, but then
You
it
see?
started was fire. Now
Very
everything
fire.
is-
You can't touch it.
Yes.
You can't touch it.
All right, it's been exciting having an interview with you. Even though we've had a hot day, you can see we are all sweating.
Very, very hot.
But it's
very
worth
hot.
it. At the end of the day, I know glass blowing is not about blowing glasses, but then going
Yeah,
through
a lot of
this
fire. Hot
process.
fire.
Okay, so this is where we draw the curtain for today's interview. We've been speaking to Michael Tete, who's a pioneer in the glass blowing business, and he's just not looking at the profit aspect of the business, but also looking forward to transferring or sharing the skill that he has with generations who are interested in the art. My name is Desmond Frimpong, and I'm doing this for the Business Sticks.
Let's enhance our knowledge of technology on Tech Bits.
Business making tools for creating business campaigns too. So for those of you that have tried video, try Pomo.com too. It gives you something to pick from. Next week I'm going to finish off with those series of videos with a third alternative on video making tools that I think we will all love. So that's it for this week. I wish everybody an awesome weekend, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.
The Bank of Ghana has maintained the monetary policy rate at 14.5% for the fifth consecutive time. A report by the Public Interest and Accountability Committee shows government's indebtedness to Ghana Gas Company hit almost $1 billion. We bring you details of these stories on Biz Headlines. The Monetary Policy Committee of the Bank of Ghana has kept its monetary policy rate unchanged at 14.5% for a fifth consecutive time this year. The decision, according to the central bank, is attributed to growth indicators improving and reserve buffers remaining strong. Addressing journalists at a press conference on Monday, the BOG Governor, Dr. Ernest Addison, explained inflation has edged closer to a target with the economy gradually rebounding faster than expected.
The committee noted that macroeconomic conditions have generally improved relative to conditions at the time of the last MPC meeting in September 2020. Global conditions continue to be supportive. Domestic inflation is easing. Growth prospects are improving. Crude oil prices have stabilized. Monetary aggregates have expanded, but with minimal impact on inflation. The current account deficit is stable. Remittance inflows has remained firm. The exchange rate has been stable, and reserve buffers continue to remain strong. The key risks are the evolution of the budget deficit and the financing needs to support budget implementation and the uncertainties surrounding the pandemic. Under the circumstances, the committee decided to maintain the policy rate at 14.5%.
Director General of Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Michael Luguje, has revealed that with the completion of Phase 1 of the MPS Terminal 3, the Tema Port is currently the biggest in terms of capacity of all ports in the West and Central Africa. According to him, based on the single terminal volumes that are handled, the port was able to do 1 million TEUs at the close of 2018 and 2019. He explained that barring COVID-19, the target was to cross the 1 million mark. Michael Lukuji said this is being complemented by the ongoing expansion of the Takoradi port, which includes the upgrading of the dry bulky jetty with conveyor systems, construction of the multi-purpose Atlantic terminal, the completed liquid bulk terminal, and the pending oil and gas services terminal. The Director General of GAPOA also revealed that these are further boosted by the initiative to construct the Impakadan Inland Port and the Boankran Integrated Logistics Terminal, which will begin soon. The cumulative indebtedness to the Ghana National Gas Company Limited has continued to rise to $942,260,510.63 US. The Public Interest and Accountability Committee has revealed. According to the committee's 2020 semi-annual report, the indebtedness falls on the part of GNGC's shareholders refusing to honor their commitments. Portions of the report said cumulative raw gas production increased significantly by 65%, the highest recorded half-year volume of gas produced since 2010. Total petroleum receipts in the Petroleum Holding Fund for the period stood at $22,571,265.64 US, indicating a decline of 11.32%. The Ghana National Gas Company received $1.78 million US under the cash waterfall mechanism in order to address their indebtedness to the Ghana National Petroleum Commission for gas supplied. However, there was no payment to GNPC. Consistently, the non-payment of gas revenue denies the PHF of its due entitlement, the report added. PIAC also revealed the GNPC spent only 9% of its total receipts on Jubilee Fields equity financing. This is attributed to the rephasing of work programs and disagreements surrounding the cash calls submitted by the operator. The governing New Patriotic Party has been touting its achievements in 4 years at a forum held in Accra. Addressing the public during the nation-building update held at the City Conference Center of the Department of Economics, University of Ghana on Thursday, Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia said job creation is among the NPP government's successful feats.
We have created jobs especially for the youth. Ladies and gentlemen, another major challenge we sought to address was the hopelessness and despair that a lack of employment opportunities under the previous administration had plunged our youth into. The human cost imposed on a long line of able-bodied, educated youth of this country by the economic mismanagement of the NDC government had grown to become a national security threat. Nothing is more dehumanizing and more frustrating for young people than being jobless. Again, we did not run away from the challenge. We took the bull by the horns, and in 4 years, we have created over 2 million jobs in the formal sector.
This is where we end today's program, but you can follow more news stories on www.ghanaweb.com. Also get interactive with us on all our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at The Ghana Web. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Ghana Web TV, for more video content. Thanks for spending time with us. My name is Na Oyokwote. Have a splendid weekend.